Are you looking for answers about extraterrestrials or maybe the true meaning of life? Then you have come to the right place. Welcome to the Ivan Teller online broadcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for more details, please visit ivanteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
Hello, greetings everyone. Thank you for joining us for tonight's Carens channeling. All right, so we'll get started. So it's kind of a small crowd here. Let's see how long that lasts. So, all right, blessings everyone, and here we go. Greetings to you. We are the Carions, the eagle race. Yes, we are close to your moon at this time. Yes, there is an influx of energies coming into your world, as always, but yes, anomalies change their course, but also humanity is allowing more of a shift. So is the mental health of humanity, those that wish for a change of frequency, is bringing in this new energy vibration that many are connecting to. It is a possibility that your skies might change color ever so slightly, but also your moon to even change color only for an instant, most likely, or some might see it as a shade of blue, possibly, depending on what frequency you are on. As yes, basically you are opening up your own channels to receive more information, more enlightenment. As yes, understand, yes, this is the beginning of one shift that will lead into several others throughout your summertime, but of course, a change in direction as yes, many events are going to happen in your coming months that most will not see coming, of course. Events that you will feel as unheard of, not necessarily alien related, unlikely for that, because humanity still has to get to know itself, let alone have us get involved, as it causes more difficulties than you already have. You need less problems, not more. And having us be involved will be more until your frequencies change into a higher caliber. But at this time, your societies are shifting into a more cleaner environment, but it takes time for that, as the toxic energies will be flushed out in the time that is needed for that to happen. Many of you will also see these toxic energies leaving your earth. It will take time. It is like a vacuum going on in some regard. Many of you are cleaning house, but this is only worldwide. But it will take time, as the mental energies around humanity is, yes, quite low and dark, depending on the being. And so there's much change in the air, is all we can say. So continue in your high vibrational frequency connections, because that is bringing in a transition. Which one's your society? Greetings to you. I am Gabriel, the Archangel. There are other archangels with my energy tonight. It is not just me here, it's also Lucifer. He's bringing assistance and other archangel vibrations. As you, yes, the conscious energy of healing, of transitioning to a more high vibrational human. Some of you are already feeling the flow. Some of this has been going on for quite some time. But your son is receiving this energy from you. And you are sending it back and receiving. And that is just changing the environment on your earth. A conscious clearing, which takes time. As there's much foggy energies coming from lower energy beings as a test, as there's many reasons behind it. With the human here, it will have a understanding of its environment. Coming soon. Those that are ready will not necessarily have to sit in the front seat, but because that might be a little bit too much, but at least you can ride along and see where your world is going. The front seat might be a little bit too much at first. But when you go and take charge, you will open up more of your abilities when those are ready. As some of this is a little bit difficult for some to digest, as we see, which is okay. So we're here to bring assistance to your society, or this group. When you are ready, I'll be happy to assist. Any questions?
Oh.
Greetings.
Oh, thank you for coming in. Greetings. And first is Blue's question. And his first question is, last night I dreamt of two negative beings in my room. One tried to poison me, and the other one tried to do dark energy work right where I sleep. I threw both of them out in the dream with the help of the angels. I feel as if they want to capture my astral body. Who are these beings and what do they want? And do I need to do anything?
Well, they were these are enslaved beings from the lower astral. But they were playing games with you to see how far they can get with you. But they were trying to capture your soul from what I see. They're not really giving a name, or yes, I guess Luke and John is what they're calling themselves at this time. But they were very serious. But they knew that you will most likely block their efforts, but they figured they might as well try. So this gives you more understanding of lower astral. And I see you doing a healing there. You do go there often, but as a healer, basically, I do see Yeshua's energies around you and other energies. So you're bringing assistance to those that are clouded at this time. Blessings.
Okay. And the second question is the Indian goddess called Durga my twin flame or twin soul? Thanks.
More like twin soul from what I see. Yes, it is when you do connect with the astral quite often, as I see. Enjoy that. Blessings.
Okay. And next is Emmy's questions. And Emmy? Or if someone's supposed to read her question? I'm not sure.
Yes, I can read them for her. First question is, I've been feeling really unmotivated in beauty school and not feeling like working. Does this have to do with the shift?
Well, yes. Well, you find what you're doing uninteresting. That is what I see with that. So you're just bored. So I believe you will finish school even if you're uninterested. But yes, there is just other things you find more exciting than that at this time. Yes, it has to do with the shift, but also the excitement of moving to a new direction is a lot more compelling than what you're doing now. Blessings.
Blessings. And what was my dream about last night with the sparkling diamond rays emanating from the moon and people in the sky? Ivanka Trump was there.
Oh, yes. Apparently, you're very connected to that clan. She is very reptilian, actually. What she is bringing enlightenment. Basically, she has spiritual enlightenment. I don't believe she's fully aware of. And I believe you are there to enlighten her, at least in astral. So what you are connecting is slightly getting to her, but she is not fully understanding it all, is what I'm seeing with that. So, which will take it into the mainstream, and you might see this more often. As of course, yes, you will. Well, over time, you will. And we'll see it. With her, I see her blocking it out because this is just something that she's not fully understanding. But it is digesting into your energy field, but she's still rejecting it from what I pick up on. But she does see things. So, blessings. Yes.
Okay. And Humberto is next.
Hello there.
Greetings.
Greetings to you. My first question is, sometimes when I'm in a lucid dream, part of me thinks that I'm out of my body in the physical world. For example, my mind will confuse situations or places that look similar to the real world, and then we'll have dialogue rationalizing this confusion, which I then believe. Why is this, and how do I stop it?
That is Zeta manipulation going on there. So you clear that out, I believe you will have a clear connection. They're just, and it's sometimes it's reptilian, but I believe it's mostly Zetas. They don't want you to go too. They're just interfering. I don't believe many are trying to block you, but some are. So just do a clearing of that. You should have a better trip after that.
You mean like in my dream or in waking life, I could just do whatever method to clear this with intention?
Yes, in your waking time, just send positive energies to that and to clear the Zeta manipulation there.
With intention. Okay, cool. My second question, how can I see and have uninterrupted conversations with my higher self? I've called upon my higher self before, but I only see a blank white sphere with no response. If it helps to know, I always wear earplugs to sleep.
Well, it's visual. Well, I see your higher self is actually connected to a white reptilian energy from what I see. A positive one, actually. Actually, it's very connected to the Arcturian reptilian energies. So this might help you in seeing. Now, this is a shape-shifting energy, as all higher selves are. This might give you more of an understanding visual. It is basically that it does not necessarily need to be seen, but as for being heard, it is working through your thoughts from what I see. But
Awesome.
it's obviously difficult to connect with that sometimes.
So instead of hearing a voice, I just hear it in the form of my own thoughts, and so I confuse it.
Well, visualizing it, you might see visualizing your higher self as the white reptilian. It might shape. Most likely, it will shape shift to different. Most likely, I do see it changing into a canine being. So it might shape shift and then begin to connect to you verbally. That should help you connect to that. For some reason, there's a block between the two of you. He's not going into detail why.
Okay, so before you're saying that before I'm able to hear it, I should make the effort to try and visualize this. And
yes, you can do this in your. You don't have to do it in meditation. If you wish, you can. But you visualize it, I believe it'll come through pretty clearly. Most likely, you see him changing different shapes of what I see.
Interesting. You're saying if I visualize it in the waking life, then okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Blessings.
Blessings to you too.
Okay, Kingsley's next. And first question.
I can read his questions here.
Okay.
Greetings to you. I'm working with the ability to communicate using your mind, and I'm wondering if you just talk in your head or just thoughts. Any tips would be great. This will speed up my learning process. Thank you.
Well, yes, to talk but visualize or think about the person you want to be talking to. Yeah, it doesn't have to be constant, but it's like this is a message for the Pleiadians or Arcturians, and then continue your thought path process there. A single thought should do good, and then wait for receiving or ask for information back. Most likely, I believe you will open that up. Blessings.
Blessings. And any messages for me?
Yes, there's diamond crystal energies you can connect to. Basically, visualize this energy. This seems like it's a gift from the Pleiadians. Is basically you're purifying your energy. So you might just see it appear to you or feel it. Either way, it does seem like it's a gift from the Pleiadians as for assisting your voyage. Basically, they're not saying how much it will open you up, but you will be opening up your abilities over time. You are doing excellent with your exercises. Just not to give up. Whatever ability you wish to perform, yes, use the exercise on a little bit here, a little bit there. It does help, but not to strain yourself too much. Blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, next is Emmanuel.
Hello, greetings.
Greetings.
Yes, is there any messages for me?
Astral projection would be excellent for your spiritual growth. I believe you are experiencing that off and on, but it will help you in your awakening process, connecting you to your star friends, basically, and your spiritual friends.
Cool. Okay.
That's a message.
All right. Thank you.
And next is Martin.
Hello.
Greetings.
This is Archangel Gabriel.
Yes.
Do you have a message for me?
Yes, one moment. Yeah, from your ancient, even from your ancient times, your connections with your Zeta connections are also connected to the black projects going on your planet. And also your Roswell, you do have a connection there. It does seem. As you are one of the beings that did visit the facility where your friends were taken. Now, this might not be coming too clearly to you at this time, but eventually, little by little, this should find itself to you.
Okay. Interesting.
Yes.
Could I get a message from Lucifer?
One moment. Yes, he shows a energy field that goes through the Arcturians, that you're connected to the Arcturian heart center. And connected to this earth, you're giving it a new perspective through your vibration. It will eventually show itself, as your mission here has not fully made itself clear. But the Arcturian connection, you do connection to the Arcturian councils. And so there is a lot of mystery around your incarnation cycle here, for good reason, because you are protected. Not everything here is to be known. They said over the next few months, a lot of this should start to open up more clearly. But basically, your galactic connections will start to unveil themselves more. The Arcturian, you can always connect to the Arcturians in your meditation state. Basically, they'll be there to bring you healing for now. And then they'll bring you more information over time.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, and next is Colin.
Greetings, Gabriel.
Greetings to you.
Greetings. Thanks for coming in tonight. Or is it morning where you are?
It is both.
The time
it is
difference.
neither. It is both and it's neither.
Well, it must be nice.
A place of light, yes.
No time changes to deal with.
Not at all, no.
Well, anyway, so my first question, I've always had like financial struggles, and I'm doing better at work now and making budgets and like just coming up with feeling like I'm doing better and better, like tracking everything. And yet my financial situation seems to be getting worse and worse. And it's almost funny how bad it's getting compared to like how good I think I'm doing tracking everything. So it feels like there's something around that I'm wondering if there's any messages or lessons or something that I'm just missing.
Well, what I see a bit, what's going to come about is new ideas of bringing in income, either through your clients or I see individuals there. So you'll be coming up with new like specials or packages or something around these lines from what I see. Just new, basically it's a time of invention, basically. And with this also, we'll bring in not just new income, but new people also. So something to think about. It does seem like you're in a new transition is what's going on.
I see.
So,
okay, so it did feel a little bit like it was spurring me to do something different. So
exactly.
I'm hearing, okay.
Yeah, just gradually test things out, basically, is what I see.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
And then I'm wondering if there's any messages from you and the archangels for me.
Yes, right now it does seem like you're going through a purge, but a purge, but also to allow new beginnings to come. So sometimes things stop for new directions to open. So you will find your way. It will take time, of course, but you will, yes, it might feel uncomfortable for a little bit as it probably already does now, but things will change over the next couple of weeks from what I see.
You said it's going to change over the next couple of weeks?
Oh, yes. I believe it will be quite soon. It will be gradual. It will not be full force change, but it'll show you you're going in the right direction. What I see.
Great. Blessings. Thank you so much.
Yes, blessings.
Okay, and next is Daniel.
Greetings, Archangel Gabriel.
Greetings to you.
Greetings. My first question is about my third eye and what I was doing with it last night. I was bringing Mother Gaia's energies to it, and I noticed that with my eyes closed that like aside from just normal shapes and stuff that you would normally see, these are kind of different. Like I kept feeling the sense that something was trying to
going to come to me and like form and take some kind of, I don't know, like some kind of vibration was about to become very real to me, and I didn't really understand why there was like this discomfort with it. There was like a fear I felt around it. And I just want to understand where it's coming from. It feels like there's like an Illuminati energy around it, but I want to know more than that.
Well, around your third eye, I see a cube, and it is hovering around your third eye. That brings to bring confusion, I believe, because basically you're asking for a healing, and yes, the beings around you, it's like, what are you trying to do here? So it's like you're up to something, is what they don't want you to open up and free yourself, basically. So what you're seeing is basically the beings that are kind of holding you down, you could say.
So that's where like that discomfort energy comes from.
Yeah,
it's theirs, not mine, right?
Oh yeah, it's theirs. They just don't want you to leave their presence, basically, because you have information that you're not giving to them.
I see.
A lot of aggravation.
Huh.
You even hint at it, but then those are all lies, I see. Just to get them going.
I see. So it's like, is that why like the when the vibration comes through and begins to feel more real, it's like why they try to deter me from that, I guess? Like,
yes.
Because when that vibration comes really real, then it's like I'm leaving this, not this reality, but I'm leaving them, basically, right?
Yes. They don't want you to leave their grip, basically. So it's not you bringing this tension; it's them.
I see. Well, do you have any suggestions on what to do about it?
I would say continue in your efforts. Mother Gaia, Mother Mary would be excellent, of course, and it's like you almost have to visualize a sword or to cut through what these beings are doing to you. A golden one would be good, or golden energy to cut through their suppression, basically.
Okay, so I'm trying to like wrestle the whole visualizing versus letting it come through, but I think I get what you're saying. Okay, that's all from me for tonight. Thank you so much.
Yes, blessings.
Okay, and next is me, but I'll skip me. Next is Michelle.
Hey.
Yes. Greetings.
Greetings. How are you?
Doing well.
I would like a message for my daughter Brooke, for her husband at this time.
Yes, not to trust everyone that's around her. Her friends are not exactly, well, they're not being entirely honest, but to follow her own instincts. And it does seem like she has a new friendship or relationship going on that seems to be very positive. But there is some deceiving energy that not exactly is around her often, but does seem to flock around on and off. But for the most part, just to follow her passions, she should be fine for the most part. Not too worried. That's all.
Thank you. And do you have a message for me that would help shift my energy in a profound way?
Well, another way for you is to visualize walls around you, like a circle around you of protection. Of course, you probably already do this, but maybe a concrete wall of some kind. When it gets tough around you, you don't have to visualize it very long, but it is good to keep out energies as unwanted. Sometimes you have to do it around people. And you can do a mirror also, but I believe a wall would be good enough for you. For those that are causing difficulties, if they are at all. I'm just being told to tell you that.
Okay. Thank you. Much love.
Blessings.
Okay. Hi, it's me. Any messages for me?
Yes, you're connecting much with the fairy energies from what I see. As they're bringing you, they show like a crystal energy around your third eye to help open up and heal the past few days or well, they say the past few days, but I believe it's further than that. So that energy there is with you. they basically open you up to more of your direction, basically. I do see a golden road around you. He's forming slightly.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
And next will be Terrence.
Hi.
Greetings.
So my first question, so lately I've been seeing like giant black spiders like falling from the ceiling to the floor, and I've seen about probably like 5 in the past 3 days. I just kind of wondering what that's all about.
These are physical, correct? Or these galactic?
No, they're like really big, like golf ball to baseball size, but like they go through the ceiling and then they hit the ground and disappear. So
Yes.
I'm assuming these aren't 3D spiders or something.
Well, yes. Well, basically, the insectoid energies are connecting with you more as they are. I do see them. 1 moment. Well, they want to be more known, basically. Your connection with them is of a galactic nature. I believe they're just showing you that they're around, basically, is for the most part. And there's more to details of their species to come through. But basically, they are bringing a positive grid around the Earth. They're part of this positive connection with the positive extraterrestrials, as a lot of their energies are within it. And so most likely you'll be able to connect with it more as you get used to their presence. And yes, some of them are 6 feet tall, depending on the species, of course. Some are a lot taller than that. So I believe this connection is just going to increase. Not to say you'll be seeing them around. I don't think that's going to happen anymore from what I see. Blessings.
Thank you. And do you have any messages for me?
Yes, go slowly with your connections. Not to say you go quickly, but there is a lot of busy energies around you at this time. I do see the Fendorians around you. I'm not sure if you're even aware of who they are, but Fendorians are just like a 6-dimensional species that have difficulties understanding humanity in some regard. But I believe they do have a lot of spiritual energies that can bring assistance to humanity. I do see they have a lot of healing abilities that you can connect with. So you might feel them in your visuals. You might not understand what they look like. It's not that important. But that energy is very strong with you at this time, it seems. Blessings.
Thank you.
Okay. And next is Maj. And the questions are: greetings. I'd like to know if I've ever been abducted. Any details would be nice.
As a teenager, I believe with the Zetas, and there was a Pleiadian involvement. And also, I do see the crab people around you. As for, I believe you had mostly a Pleiadian connection ever since, but I see mostly during the teenage years. I believe they did give you an implant, a positive one, for what I see, to help you in your growth as a teenager, I believe. Not going into too much detail after that, though. There is also tall whites around you also during that time. I believe that's another species you can connect to. Thanks.
Okay. And second question is... second question, is there any messages from the guides for them?
One moment. Yes, take things easy. Yes, let's see. This coming month will be a time of transition. Basically, a time of community. You'll be reaching out to others, most likely on your online, but not very much, but more than usual from what I see. And also, your Pleiadian connection seems to be increasing greatly. As for, it's possible you receive more downloads, but they are bringing assistance to you from what I see. They're not going into details, but their presence is pretty heavy around you at this time. Blessings.
Okay, next is Daria.
Hello there.
Greetings.
Greetings. Happy to hear you. So, what kind of messages, since you're in this Gabriel Lucifer collective,
Yes.
what kind of messages can you bring to me?
One moment. It is if you put a post in the ground and just you're changing your environment, also others. But right now you're working on your own environment. There's even a possibility of, I believe you're already aware of this, of moving, but not yet. But it does seem to be becoming more likely, at least in the next few years. So this seems to become more and more likely. It seems like, I understand you can always change your mind on it, but it does seem to be more of an option that starts to start growing. Is possibly this year, most likely it'll be next year, mostly it'll start to grow.
I'm happy for changes. So if they are conscious and good, and if they have a responsibility in it, I gladly take
Yes.
it. And then I would like to have a personal message from you too. Can even be a funny pocket. Maybe you have one together with me. Maybe not.
Well, I'm not sure if you've heard of this one before, but you do have a lot of connections with the elves, the short ones. And
Cool.
you're known to change the color of snow often. So
Yellow. Don't
yes,
need it.
or pink or red. So let you go with that one, but it is, yes, wherever someone has walked, you kind of change the color of their snow. So if that makes sense to you. The road that they're walking, you kind of change that color. So that is about all we can pick up at this time.
It's like a guidance road, and yeah,
Something like that, if you
like
want to look at it that way.
Instead of putting up carrots, you can light the road. Anyways,
Yes.
I would then I have a cue for Sven Carlson, and he would like to know if you have any messages for him. He actually wants his father to come by, so kind of have a question, and like he wants his deceased father to come by and visit him.
Well, his father's already there with him. He's just not aware of it.
Of course, but needs
Well,
to hear
for
it.
a message from father,
Yeah,
is that the father focused too much on materialism, it seems, and he wished he did not do that. And he did not understand love during his time either. He thought he did, but not really. More like the financial, just did not understand it. Now he does in spirit. And so he wishes he discovered that more during his lifetime. He spent more time with the son. Of course, also taught his son more of talents that the son always helped the son develop his talents better. He did not understand how to do that during his time. Now he knows.
Cool. Thank you for that. And
Yes.
or do you have any other messages that can be beneficial for him at this moment? Thank you for Sven then.
Well, it's up to him, but do see it is up to him, like not necessarily tarot cards, but his guides are saying tarot cards will help him open up spiritually. So it's up to him if he wants to use that type of tool. But it's another way for him to develop his opening of himself if he wishes to.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah, and then I have a Aries question for tonight, and she says, "You were right. Since my dog is dead, I noticed my spiritual abilities developing.
Yes.
I've seen more images and vivid colors in my mind's eye, and once I even heard city noises in my head. What advice do you have for me in regards to harnessing that ability?"
patience with it. Ask for the angels to bring a healing, and to harness the ability is to try it out, to work with it, to find subject matters you want to connect with. It doesn't have to be people in general that are around you, but to subject matters that find interest, those that have those in history or places like Atlantis, to use your intuition to just allow it to open up more. The angels, connecting to the angel energies or the other side, those are places you can test out your abilities.
Very cool. Is there, and her second question, is there any guidance from my guides or anybody around me that's for my highest good? Thank you.
Yes, you're very connected to the angels. Allow that more of the angel energy to come through. You are seen as a golden angel. So most likely they'll find your visuals when the time comes. And your connection to nature, you will see nature differently either. You might feel as if a tree starts to talking to you. You might even appear as a face around it. So you give you understanding. You might even feel vibrations coming from the leaves. At times. Doesn't have to be all at once, of course. Blessings.
Okay. And next is Liz.
Hello.
Greetings.
So, what do you have for me? For you?
One moment. Well, right now your guys are saying to rest. I believe you have done, but rest is, you seem to be doing much in your astral at this time. And that is clearing out demonic beings from this earth, kicking them out. You do, now, I'm not sure if you noticed, sometimes you do change your form into a reptilian to push some of these beings out also. They don't like that. Especially when you look like one of them. And it's like, you even take on their appearance, like they're seeing their twin, but then you throw them out. So it's too much of that. Yes, that seems to be something you've been doing a lot recently. And it has to do a lot around these military bases in your area, but most likely other places, but they're showing around your area. Sometimes you also take the form of a Palladian and a Syrian. You've been changing forms quite a bit recently. And let's see, even the felines you've been connecting great deal with, the Lyrans, as for making peace with them, as for bringing more of the collective consciousness to a more positive vibration. That's all you're doing at this time.
Thank you. Okay, and any guidance from my higher self to my physical health?
From your higher self about your physical health, one moment is walk more, to a little bit more exercise is all I'm getting. It'll help your mental health also. I just see more physical exercise would be the best at this time.
Okay.
It also is to show, now this is up to you for green. They're so juicing, like green juicing. I'm not sure if that's something that you're interested in, but it is something to look into.
Detox, right?
Yes. Something
Okay.
to
Yeah, I just started detoxing and changing, completely quitting coffee, sugar, any milk and carbs, carbohydrates.
Yeah, it's gradual. The body has to get used to it also. So little by little, there's nothing wrong with that. So yes, that is, it'll help your mental health also. So yes, blessings.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, next is Lucy.
Hello.
Greetings.
How are you?
I am doing well.
Good. First, I had a question on my personal manifesting ability.
Yes.
It seemed well, Mercury's retrograde, so everything's gone haywire electronically that can. But it seems like I get almost instant manifestation. If I lose something and ask Archangel Samuel to help me find it, I find it right away. And there's a mess I'm in. So finding anything is hard. But it works every time. And so I was wondering about the law of disengagement, like if you want something too much, you can keep it away when you're manifesting. Can you kind of counsel me on that?
It does seem like Raphael would be excellent to work with you on this. Do the same thing, but to what basically you want to manifest what is needed at this time and kind of push everything else out of the way, basically. That basically what you're trying to do here.
Well, just like, for instance, all my animals have always come back to me except for one, which is probably the heartbreak that is in my heart. And I'm wondering if I'm trying too hard, or was this was Fuzzy Face, was she an angel? Because I almost died. I actually sort of did die. I was in the hospital for a long time, and I just couldn't wait to see her. And then she died at 5 years old because the vet over steroided her. It's been now almost 4 years. This will be the 4th year. And all my other animals, especially my cat, I think I've only had one cat in my whole life. They always come back. And somehow she's not. And I'm wondering, like, was she an angel or?
Well, yeah,
to help me.
Her time there was over. So she can connect to you as an angelic energy, yes. Most likely a feline being, from what I see.
Instead of a canine?
Yes.
So she's coming through my familiar.
Yes.
My cat that I want, my cat that's my familiar.
Yes. Correct, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now I would like to have messages from my guides or angels or higher self about the upcoming next couple of months.
Just, yes, there's a male that's close to you, as I see, just to send him positive energies, even if he does get kind of disgruntled. There's a lot of reptilian energies that are brainwashing him, as you're aware, but you're there to siphon that out. It will improve over the next few months. Right now, he lost the confidence of himself from what I see. Of course, he doesn't like to show it, but it's kind of written all over his face from what I see.
I see I know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. Is there any way I can help, like remove these reptilian influences?
Yes, it basically comes into, I guess it goes into his diet. So energies of basically having a better health would be one way of helping him. And just the ideas of these beings, just to remove them with their energy, basically. That makes sense.
Right, because I can do it for myself. Like, I have had Anunnaki over me, and I've just told them, no, go away.
Right.
Leave now. So I can do juju on this person.
Yes, correct.
Thank you.
Give it time. So I feel like you're having an exercise regime in your mind, but it will do him good when I see.
Okay. So. Well, thank you very much. I know
Blessings.
Exactly what you're talking about, and blessings to you.
Blessings, yes.
Okay. And next is Marvin.
I got Marvin's questions.
Yes.
First one is, what deities did I encounter in my past lives and present day, and what did I learn from them?
Well, his connection to lower energy archangels he is connected to in the past. He's also connected to Buddha in the past, the energy of Buddha greatly during his past incarnations. The energy of Buddha, basically. And as for the archangel energy, is basically that was more of like a lost soul energy connected to, almost like a fallen angel, but not exactly, but close to it. If we warned of that, is basically that there's more going on in the afterlife than just nothing. And it's basically that archangel told him of how the world operates, basically, that the soul lives forever. That during that incarnation, he was not aware, did not understand. So that stayed with him throughout his incarnation cycles, actually. And the Buddha energies basically learned from that was forgiveness of others and himself, which is, it was much more than that, but that was the main energy of that. And with that vibration stayed with him. To basically help his spiritual life reactivate. Because I believe in that incarnation, he had a lot of family members that passed, that died at an early age, so he didn't know what to do. So that's the message at this time.
Okay. His second question is, what was the shadows I seen yesterday night? I was drowsy. Was that astral projecting? And do I have better communication when I'm like that?
Yes, I believe you're connecting greatly with the Zetas, I believe, on your current moon. But also he's been visiting Jupiter a lot recently, the moons of Jupiter. There's a lot of Stargate energies on the moons of Jupiter that your world can connect with. So yes. He's also very connected to Stargate energies altogether. So if he meditates with that, it will show itself. He seems to be ready to hear that, from what I've been told. Thanks.
Okay, and last is Bobby.
Greetings, Gabriel.
Greetings.
Hi, I'd like to know, do I have any messages from Uriel regarding my current situation and bringing more positivity to it?
One moment. Yes, there will be a stopping point, and that where you will feel it as your next home. That time has not come yet, but I believe you're getting close to it. And with this will be a fresh look at life also. So just be strong, that's all he says.
Okay. And do I have any messages from any beings around me for my highest good at this moment?
You are connecting to, yes, higher vibration Andromedans and Arcturians at this time. And Arcturians have wings. You most likely be able to see those energies. They're assisting you in your timeline development at this time. What they say is just to be creative with your current situation. So I believe you already have, but there'll be time of more creativity. It will work for you also. Basically, manifesting is going to get stronger with you. Let's put it that way.
Okay. All right, great. Blessings. Much love.
Okay, that's the last of the questions. Thank you very much.
Blessings to you all. Sending you high vibrational energies and music from the stars. Blessings. So you might have a. So everyone's gone. All right. All right. Blessings, everyone, and have a great night.